Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. My name is Craig from Video Juice. We are here today with episode 2 of season 7 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The final season, as I will say, every episode this season. Last time on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., we had everybody stuck back in the 30s. We got Koenig back. We got Malik back, Gideon Malik's father. We got Coulson back in some capacity. We got LMD Coulson, which is pretty cool. Everybody has got to save Hydra now. Save Hydra, save the world, or S.H.I.E.L.D. So yeah, it was a really good episode. It was pretty much a lot of the stuff we saw in the trailer, I feel like, which is a good thing, it means that a lot of the rest of the season is going to be a bigger mystery, because we didn't see any other time periods, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see other time periods in this season, they're just keeping it under wraps. I talked about it last episode. Everything was great. Set design was great. Music was great. Story was great. Everything. It was one of my favorite premieres for the show, hands down. It was a great setup. Not even for a last season. It was just a great setup anyway. I thought they nailed everything perfectly, and everybody looked unreal. The clothes is just great. Everything looked good. It looked 30s, so that's cool. So we did have a Q&A. I got one question for the Q&A. This is from Thomas Richards. We didn't see Flint in the first episode. Where do you think he is? Do you think May's death or time in the other realm while she was dead has changed her in some way? She sure looked creepy up in the rafters. Yes, she did. I also wanted to address that. A few people in the comments said that I didn't... I forgot to talk about it last episode. I didn't mention it, and I cut it out of the reaction. I had to cut it down to 10 minutes, so I cut that out. I didn't really have a reaction to it, I feel like obviously her time in the other realm is going to affect her, because she was on the brink of death, and the only thing that kept her alive was being in that realm. And then obviously they kept her in the incubation chamber. But I feel like that is just a situation where, like, she don't know how she got there, she basically got almost killed, went into the other realm, came out, killed Izel. Was it Izel? Or was it the other Pat Kudek? I can't even remember. But she stabbed someone, fell, and then woke up on a weird upgraded Zephyr, with nobody around her in an incubation chamber. She didn't really have a clue what the fuck was going on. But I feel like she's obviously going to be disoriented and stuff as well. But I think that might be just what it is. Because it's from her perspective, like, what would she think? She wakes up in an incubator and she's like, what the fuck? After being just nearly killed, And with everything that was going on, everything was high stakes as well, So I feel like she's probably going to be disoriented and stuff in this episode at the start of it, if they address that now, which I assume they will. Yeah. As for the rest of it, Flint is back. He's with Piper, right, in the current timeline. I was a bit disappointed. Obviously, we're going to go back to that timeline. I don't think there's any situation or any chance that we're not going to go back to that timeline. But I'm excited to see him again. He was one of the main people I wanted to come. Obviously, I wanted a few of the people, but he was one of the main people I wanted to come back with them in season 5. We got Deke, fucking unreal. I love Deke, but I was really hoping that Flint would come back as well. It makes sense that he stayed there. He wanted to fix everything. He wanted to put the world back together. He felt responsible for those people. That's what he was fighting for. So it makes sense that he stayed there. But it was cool to get this other character. It's a copy of him. But it's still Flint, and it's cool to have him there. It's kind of, that's why I kind of hope we see some of him interacting with the world a bit more. I know it'll be kind of rethreading the same thing, but because we saw it with Deke, but it was great with Deke, and seeing his wonder when he saw the tree for the first time, going over and hugging it, and the ice cream in the garbage. It was cool to see that. So I'd like to see that just the tacos. I just want to see the tacos. I want to see him getting a taco for the first time. I was hoping Mac would give it to him, but so that was it. Thank you very much for the question. I appreciate it. We will have another Q&A for this one, so if anyone has any questions about this episode or the season, or just want to say something, and I'll call it out in the like an opinion, your own opinion on episode 2, hashtag it AOSQA before the next episode airs, and I will call it out in my recap for the next video. So that's pretty much it. Very excited for this episode. Predictions, let me think. I don't really have any predictions. Like, my main, it's not a prediction, it's just more of a theory, was the Simmons being some sort of LMD Chronicom hybrid similar to Coulson, just because of her mannerisms and the fact that she won't specify how long she was gone, you know. But there could be a weird time travel thing involved there. But if that's my main thing. But that's kind of like a season long thing. I don't really have any predictions for next episode. I'm expecting more Hydra. I'd like to see more Hydra, you know. I'm expecting more cameos as well. I want more cameos. Whether they can do it in this time period or not, I'm unsure. Koenig was an easy one to do, you know. But it'd be hard to do more. But, like, how long are the time periods going to be? That's if we jump to another time period, which I'm still almost confident. I'm almost positive that we will. But I'd say, like, maybe 2-3 episodes. So we could see movement throughout this one. It depends on what the Chronicons are going to do as well, you know. So... yeah, I kind of went on a weird tangent there. I don't have any predictions for this episode, so we're just going to jump in and watch it. Let's check it out. No, my pen has stopped working. Oh, it's back. No, it's on the fritz. It's on and off. This is awful.
It's gotta be plugged into something.
Oh, really, wise guy? I'm sorry. Well, thanks for the advice. I didn't realize I was talking to a freaking genius.
This is the delivery.
Oh, it's always fucking Hydra. Yeah, she just has no idea what's going on. And everything is more futuristic than it should be in the Zephyr as well.
I need to remove the bullet.
Just what I need, a dead body in here because some dame...
I'm a doctor, not a dame.
Just clean up afterward. Get on the horn, see if I can get the lowdown.
I'm a doctor, not a dame.
What's going on?
No Freddie Malik.
We can't disrupt the timeline. If we take out Malik, something even worse could rise up in his place.
But then we'll just deal with it when we
Can they disrupt the timeline
I
though?
won't recognize.
Are you there, Enoch?
Waiting for the Legends of Tomorrow to show up.
We're coming back. We need to find a way to reach Mac. They may be out of range.
Perhaps I can find a way to boost the signal on the radio transmitter.
See what you can do. He needs to know what he's dealing with.
There's something else.
You need to sedate her and put her back in the healing pod.
I will do my best, but she does not seem to be in the mood to take orders.
That's gonna be a challenge.
Agent May,
Oh, what's he have behind his back?
perhaps you should be getting some rest.
Aye, sir.
Oh,
And that would be
dead.
the best option.
That's what we were hoping.
I know you.
That's not gonna go well.
I am Enoch, a sentient chronicom, and the best friend of Agent Leopold Figgs. A sedative that... Ouch.
That's not gonna work.
Where is she? How much time?
A considerable amount.
I'm telling you, she's a fucking robot.
You are far from home.
I'm convinced now.
How far?
Year 1931.
I'm hungry.
Didn't phase her at all. Just another day. I love that.
The call and get out of here. This is where we go our separate ways, fellas.
He really reminds me of Dave Franco.
Right.
Give him the bum's rush back. to
Oh
Bruce Wayne.
shit. He's gonna fucking take it, is he? Oh, there's blood in that, man.
Nothing like a, show him not to show his sour puss around here again.
Oh, that's cool. Yo, yo. Oh, what?
I like the way this bird sings.
I'm a biochemist, not a bird. You also need
Haha,
some
nice.
salt
I like her
to
her quick snaps back.
something made with silver.
cut,
Later in
cut to the chase. I'd like to get this package before Christmas.
The compound is part of a formula that first appeared in Germany during World War II.
During World War II. I think you're half cocked.
Is this this?
It was synthesized by a German scientist
It's-
named Abraham Erskine,
It's the
I
serum.
like where this is going.
and first used by a man named Johann Schmidt.
The Red Skull.
Freddie Malik is about to deliver the key ingredient used to create the super soldier serum.
You give a name like that to your juice, it better have a hell of a kick.
You have no idea.
Oh, fuck, man.
How are you feeling?
I'm not feeling anything.
I fear there may have been some complications.
She does seem very wooden, doesn't she?
Build up Hydra and create the Red Skull.
Emotionless.
Already did.
Oh, Enoch, you gotta be quicker. Oh! Oh.
I do not wish to harm you.
Oh.
Since we are at war, I took the opportunity to upgrade to the hunter-level combat skill package.
Oh.
Machine is still just a machine.
No need to make this personal.
Oh, I fucking love Enoch. Oh. May is still good though. The gun is down there somewhere. Just grab that nicer. Oh. May. Is there someone coming up from behind? Oh. She fucking busted his head open.
Stand down. I was dead.
You still are.
She's different, man.
She wasn't even phased when she saw you. Don't you think that's a little strange?
It's very strange.
She let me sit.
Oh, could this could be what kickstarts
Rocket ship. This is a real life
the Koenigs into
rocket ship.
being in Shield, right?
That,
I know it's still a bit away, but
is that?
Unless I do something stupid.
oh man, this first chance he got, he pounced on him.
No. What's
What
happening?
the fuck is this?
The time window is closing.
What does that mean?
It means in 17 minutes the Zephyr will leave this time period with or without us.
And you're just telling us this?
I didn't know. There's no way to predict when the next launch window will open. It could be 24 hours, 24 minutes, or 24 weeks.
Daisy, reach out to Mac. Tell him we're coming in hot.
What does that mean? The Chronicons left this timeline,
Mac, Deke, you there?
or they have to go back to their own time?
You have a gun?
Yeah, it's Freddy's.
Take the shot.
What?
Again?
I know what I said about the butterfly effect, but we can't pass up this opportunity. He's Wilfred Malik. He's gonna be...
Fuck that. That's Mac's call, man. Don't be doing that.
You will save thousands of lives.
Wilfred Malik. That ring any bells?
It rings them all. Wilfred Malik,
Rings them all.
father of Gideon Malik.
I ain't no father. What are you talking about?
Head of Hydra.
How do you know that word? I never hurt anyone. Please.
Listen to Mac. Good boy. Oh shit.
Last chance against other Chronicons should they appear.
Fine by me.
All right then. Let's get ready to roll.
Oh yeah. Mac is the weapon. Oh shit. He got the vial. I thought he was gonna get the fucking gun. Come on, Mac Daddy. Oh, backup has arrived. Oh, that works.
And we'll talk about this.
Don't shoot, Koenig.
What are you gonna shoot me? Freddy, you're a lot of things, but you're not a.
Oh.
You think you know me?
2 minutes. There's no way to get there in 2 minutes, right? Is the Zephyr close? Oh shit, they're gonna leave Enoch. I saw this in the trailer.
Not even a good shot.
Where's Enoch?
He's on his way.
We only have 30 seconds until we jump. We need to close the door now or the ship could be torn apart.
Close it.
No! I knew it was coming, but... Oh! Come on, Enoch. I know it's not gonna work. Oh. Can't he theoretically wait around for them and meet up with them again in the future? Right? Can't he just hang around on Earth?
My specialty,
He's gonna work there now.
a barraculada,
Whatever you call yourselves, I find it fascinating.
as will your grandchildren.
No, it's not enough. I need another episode right now. The episodes are never they're never long enough. Never when you're watching them for the first time. That was really good. I enjoyed it. I'm really happy that it was only 2 episodes. You know, I talked about it at the start of the episode or before the episode that trying to think about how long they were going to spend in these time periods if they were going to swap time periods, but 2 episodes is a nice amount of time, you know. It's enough time, I feel like. It was good. So are we going back to the future now? Or are we going to a different timeline? I assumed the tides they were following were just kind of wakes of the Chronicoms going back in the past. So when they I didn't realize that the ship was going to jump itself. So if the ship is jumping itself, I assume they're going to go back to the future, the present timeline, right? And then maybe the Chronicoms jump again. So we could spend an episode, next episode, in the future timeline, in the main timeline. And then, or maybe it's just a little bit of an episode and then they jump again. Because if the Chronicoms are going to go back again, they can follow that wake, or that tide, you know? So, I don't know. It's good. It's an interesting way of doing it because they don't get to choose then, you know? They're on the clock. Like here, Enoch got fucking left behind. Sucks that Enoch got left behind. But I was thinking about it like, how the fuck are they going to get him now? He could just wait it around, you know? He did it with Fitz already when he waited to get to the future. He waited 90 or 100 years or however long. As soon as the stuff started happening with Enoch at the end, when we saw him walk up to Koenig, I was like, because I remember that bit from the trailer when he walks over to the ship and it disappears. And I forgot about it up until it happened. And I was like, no, he's going to get left behind. But he can just wait. He can just wait. And it's cool to see Enoch hanging around with Koenig. The stuff at the end with the him inquiring about the robots and stuff is cool, you know. Because they were the failed LMD. They were the failed initial LMD project, you know, before Radcliffe perfected it. But it's cool that, like, that leads me to believe that the timeline is fixed. You know, if this is how the Koenigs found out about the LMD, or this is what made them pursue it, you know. Obviously he said he was already into robots anyway, but this could be a way of him giving him inspiration and making him want this, because he knows it's possible at this stage, you know. So I like the time travel stuff is interesting. I'm interested in it because we don't fully know the rules, you know. Even in Endgame, they gave us base rules. They gave us like loose rules, but they never expanded them. They never went into detail about them. They never fully explained them. We were given the rules that the people in the movie thought were the rules, and then that was it. So we don't actually know the rules of time travel in this universe. I liked Deke's guess, you know, whereas like they can make small ripples, and it won't change stuff. But if they make big ones, it will. But like, yeah, like with Deke, I was thinking like, because they obviously the season 5 thing, the end of it, they changed the future and Deke didn't disappear. But like that could be just because I feel like that's just because he was there. But then like they wouldn't disappear then, would they? If they went to the future then, would they be able to see the outcome of their changes? I don't know. I like that they're touching on it, and I like that the characters themselves are questioning it, you know. I like time travel stories. I do. Sometimes they can get messy. I understand that, but I like them for the most part. Especially with the way I think they're going with this. I feel like they're going. As I said, it was my guess going into the season, but I feel like they're going to be the cause of a lot of stuff. You know, they're going to be the direct result of stuff happening in the future, like this. Like if Enoch gave Koenig the inspiration and the knowledge for the failed LMD project, you know. I like that sort of stuff. And especially now with the introduction of the serum was cool as well. The base, was it a component or was it the actual serum that Red Skull took that obviously wasn't the perfected one that Steve Rogers took? But it's a cool. I'm expecting more of that now. I didn't expect them to have the serum. I was racking my brain trying to figure out what it was as well, and it didn't click with me up until just before they were actually doing it. But that's cool. I'm really looking forward to all of that kind of stuff in this season. Favorite line of the episode was the Enoch. What was it? I'm Enoch, best friend of Agent Leopold Fitz. That was good. I fucking love Enoch, man. I hope he's back next episode. Like, if they go back to the present, I hope he's just standing around waiting for him. He's like, oh yeah, because he should know where they're going to go back to, right? That'd be cool. Meet him at the lighthouse. Still have no Fitz. I am 100% convinced now that the Simmons we have now is not Simmons. It's an LMD / Chronicom with her mind uploaded to it. 100%, because they've done the whole considerable amount. Considerable amount of time? It is 100% that, and we're definitely going to get an episode centered around that. And I'm excited for it, and I'm sad about it, because if we're going to get that episode, I'm assuming that our Fitz and Simmons, if this is the case, I'm assuming our Fitz and Simmons are dead, right? They have to be. Considerable amount of time. We might get an episode where we see them going through their life and living out their life, and it's going to be heartbreaking, you know, because they have to. Gemma has not aged. Considerable amount of time is a considerable amount of time, you know. Even 10, 20 years, you would change. I feel like we're going to get an episode. They're going to be going through stuff with Enoch. They're going to be trying to sort everything out. They're going to realize they can't do it. They're going to upload their consciousnesses to these new bodies. They're going to live out the rest of their lives while obviously helping. Or maybe not. Maybe they might just do that and then go off. But I feel like they wouldn't do that, you know? Because they would want to help the guys. But we're going to get that episode. I'm convinced now. I'm convinced. I don't care. Nobody's going to change my mind. They've done the amount of time thing too much now. The Daisy killing Malik thing was a bit rash. Like, it's the reason why she's not leading, you know. And she knows it herself. That's why she passed it to Mac. That's why she said she wasn't the one, you know. She's too quick with that stuff, you know. She lets her emotions get involved with it. It's a bad decision anyway. At its core, it's a bad decision, you know. Like, getting rid of Malik at that stage, it changes so much stuff, right? Granted, right. Hydra doesn't do all that stuff. Grand. Shield isn't formed. Grand. Lots of stuff has changed. Lots of bad events has been averted. Thanos still comes and snaps half the fucking galaxy. Avengers are not there to stop that, right? That means everyone's dead. You know, everyone has gone from existence. There's no one to oppose him. There's no one to stop him and bring everyone back. Everyone's dead. Job done, you know. So she didn't think any of that shit through, you know. I understand it from her point of view, especially in the moment, but it was a bad decision. It was a bad decision. Having the opportunity to do something like that is, you can't even imagine it, you know. So it's understandable that one of them would have done something like that, you know, would have wanted to kill him. But obviously, when you sit down and actually think about what comes of it, but they don't know about the snap. That's the thing, you see. They don't know about the snap, and they never really addressed it on the show. And I understand it, you know. I understand that they can't do that. You can't spoil a movie that's just after coming out. And they don't want to be tied too much to the movies either, you know. This season would be a great opportunity to rectify that and to explain maybe why they didn't experience it, or to address it in some way, you know. But I'm not holding my breath for that. It'd be cool. It would be cool, but I'm not holding my breath because, again, you're tied. Although you're not really, though, and it's been a year, so they could theoretically, you know. It's the spoiler section is way over. The spoiler zone, I should say. I don't know what's going on with Yo-Yo either. She froze. She couldn't use her mojo. She couldn't use her powers. Like, again, the Shrike shit was bad, you know. Whole situation was bad, so it's understandable. It's understandable. May was weird as well. May was weird. I didn't expect that. Like, I expected her to be changed. I expected her to be disoriented, and I expected her to be... I didn't expect her to be changed so much by it, you know? I thought that Simmons got to her in time so that she wouldn't be. But obviously she has been. And it was a combination of her dying for a short amount of time and the disorientation of everything that happened. You know, killing Izel and then waking up in an upgraded Zephyr, not having any idea where you are and not having a clue who this Enoch guy is, you know. So, yeah, I was wrong with how... Like, I knew she was going to be changed a little bit, but I thought it was going to be a temporary disorientating kind of thing because of the stuff that happened. I didn't expect her to be fully affected by the death. She seemed emotionless, man. She seemed changed. She did seem changed. She did. It's going to be interesting. Like, her reaction to Coulson alone was weird. And she didn't care at all. I didn't expect that reaction. She was literally like, yeah, and he's still dead, and just walked. Like, she's not wrong, but... And I understand... Yeah, no. I feel like she would have... If she was normal, I feel like she would have opinions on it, you know. She might not... She would still obviously not... She would know that's not Coulson, you know. But I feel like she would still have strong opinions on it, whether it was the right thing to do or not. And she literally didn't care. She just turned around and walked out. So, I'm sad. I hope it's not permanent. I hope she comes back to her normal self. You know, the fight with Enoch was cool. That was very cool. His line about upgrading to the Hunter program or whatever was pretty cool. The fight was really cool. It was good. She still wiped the floor with him though. He's going to need to upgrade some more. And her reaction, May's reaction to being in 1931 was really funny as well. It was really funny. Yeah, Malik was cool. You know, I liked seeing him because we didn't get much of him. You know, we didn't get any of him, did we? Because he was dead in the show. I was trying to think, did we get any in the flashback? The flashback when they showed Gideon and his brother and the marbles and that, and he had the chipped white one. I can't remember if we've actually seen his father in this show. I don't think so. If we did, it was very brief anyway. But it was cool to get a little bit of insight into him, and he didn't want to be doing bad stuff forever. But I don't know. I was kind of thinking like he's not as bad now. He's not as bad now, and he has good intentions and that. But he still knew about Hydra. He still knows what is doing. You know, he said he was not questioning it, but he still knows it's bad. So he's still not a good person, regardless. But yeah, it was just cool. It's cool to get a little bit of insight into that character and meet him. That's pretty much... Oh, well, Simmons. I liked all the Simmons stuff with Koenig calling her like doll and everything, and she kept on snapping back at him straight away. It was so good. It's such a great way of dealing with it, you know. I wrote down one of the things she said. I'm a biochemist, not a bird. Oh, it's good. It's good. So, goodbye, 1930s. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I think the two... like we had just enough time, you know. I feel like time period storylines like this can get stale very quick, you know, if you overstay your welcome and stuff. So I'm glad they didn't do that. 2 episodes is perfect, you know. It never even got a little bit stale, you know. I feel like we could have even gone another episode, you know. But this was great. The 2 episode thing was great. I must look up how many episodes are in the season. Let me know in the comments. I think 12 or 13, right? I'm not on the exact number, but. Well, what are they going to do now? Do they go, like, if I was going to guess, right, Peggy Carter is in the 50s, right? Agent Carter is set in the 50s. So the next time period, if we were going to go anywhere, I assume the next time period is the 50s. And we might have some Agent Carter stuff, which is going to be fucking cool and badass. And I'm really excited for it. But we might not do that. Like, they could, they're definitely going to go there. Is it going to be next episode, or is next episode going to be in the future? You know, I don't know. I assume the countdown thing is going to slingshot them back into the future, from where they came. Will it be this? I hope it's the same exact moment they left. Oh, probably not. Time was probably passed. I don't know. Like, I would assume it would be the same exact moment they left. But just to have everyone moved around in the future, they might do a little bit of a time passing thing. But if they do that, they could spend a whole episode in the future, or they might spend half an episode and then go to the 50s. Because the Chronicons are going to need to regroup, pick their next plan, and then go back. And they will have to follow. Yeah. I think a half an episode would be good, right? If they went to the future for half an episode and then follow the Chronicons directly there. Because the Chronicons, they don't have to be waiting around, you know. They know what to do. They know what they're going to do. All they need to do is go, right, we need to go here, go back here. Because they have the history of everything, right? So they don't need to really stick around or anything. So I doubt we'll get a full episode in the future. Unless there's a conflict, because there's no reason, you know. I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everyone. That was episode 2 of the final season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I really enjoyed it. I think another really good episode, you know. Everything was just so well done in it. And it set up a few more little small things for future episodes, which I'm excited about. Poor Enoch, but I'm sure he's going to be there in the future when they get there. He can just wait around, right? So let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comments below. Hit that like button and subscribe if you liked the video. Check out our social media links down below in the description if you want to stay up to date with all things Video Juice. We will be back next week with another reaction to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And we'll see you next time. Later.
So I could soothe your frightened mind and let our souls collide. Rising tide so we can ride away upon a tumbling wave.